Hello, Faith family. Our question today from David Jeremiah, why the Nativity, is why do Anna and Simeon challenge us? It is December 21st, and we're asking, why do Anna and Simeon challenge us? This is a story of faithfulness rewarded, a tale that takes place where happy endings meet hopeful beginnings. Its characters lie neglected on the edges of the Nativity story, just as they were in real time. To find and enjoy this tale is to discover one more gift under the Christmas tree, just when we thought our celebration was complete. The story begins at the temple in Jerusalem, one of the world's busiest places. Army of priests hurry by, attending to sacred tasks. Pilgrims arrive from all points of the compass, eager to see the spectacle and worship the Lord. Here within the Holy of Holies dwells the Spirit of God. Only here can he be truly worshiped. Will he hear prayers and accept sacrifices? And here, of course, a number of local eccentrics are always on hand. Every public monument has a few. We tend to ignore these characters, these men like Simeon. Simeon comes here several times a week. He is drawn to the temple almost magnetically by his devotion to God. Through the decades of his life, Simeon has clung to one assurance that his tired old eyes will look upon the Messiah before they close for the last time. The Spirit of God has whispered his promise to him. Imagine he, Simeon, will behold the chosen one, and soon, it must be soon because he is old and cannot hold on for much longer. Friends and relatives have gently reasoned with old Simeon, but he pays no attention to their skepticism. The Messiah will come, and he, Simeon, will see him. For years he has watched and waited. The priests no longer even register his presence. To them, he is just some old man living under a delusion. Let him have his fairy tale because it gives him something to hang on to. Today, Simeon cannot suppress his smile. Let people stare, for today is the second time that the Spirit of God has whispered to him. The message, go to the temple, old friend. So here he comes, creaking along, panting for breath, clacking his walking stick on the polished floor. As he arrives, Simeon scans the activities of the temple. For some time, he sees nothing unusual. As a matter of fact, when the young couple arrive with their baby boy, he still sees nothing unusual, but he knows. The mother and father have brought their boy for his dedication. By law, all firstborn sons must be presented to God. This one looks like any other infant, but Simeon feels that warm, expansive sensation inside him again. That assurance that can only be the Holy Spirit. It bestows the sight that does not come through his eyes. It tells his heart when it yearns, what it yearns to hear. Simeon hurries to the little family's side, clutching his walking stick with both hands. The parents seem startled by his attention, but slowly they relax. Joseph steps back as Mary smiles and gently offers her child to Simeon. The old man gazes in adoration at the soft, vulnerable bundle in his arms. A tear begins to wander through the deep wrinkles of his cheeks. When he holds the child aloft with trembling hands, bolstered by Joseph, the words begin to flow from him. They gush forth in such a way that they become a song, and all in the temple stop to hear it. Sovereign Lord, now let your servant die in peace, as you have promised. I have seen your salvation, which you have prepared for all people. He is a light to reveal God to the nation, and he is the glory of your people, Israel. On this day, pilgrims and priests and passersby stare at Simeon as if seeing him for the first time. His melodious words bear a power and an authority no one has ever suspected, especially as he delicately returns the child to his mother. As Simeon does so, it is as if an invisible cloud has blotted out the sunshine that is in the old man's countenance. Simeon is speaking gravely to Mary, and only those within a few feet can hear. It is about the child being beloved by many but rejected by others, about the child's ability to lay bare the truth of every human creature. His final prophetic comment brings a visible tremble to the mother. And just then, the second part of the story unfolds. A woman comes upon the scene and begins worshiping God in a loud voice. All the regulars know her. It is Anna, who is 84 years old and thought to be a prophetess. Some, like Simeon, frequent the temple. Anna never leaves it. For years, it has been her whole world, and people sense that no one could be closer to God than someone who has dealt for so many years in close proximity to the holiest place on earth. They say Anna was once married, but her husband died before most of these people were even born. How many firstborn dedications has she witnessed? Yet she has never responded like this. What Simeon seems to know, she publishes abroad. She is telling everyone in the room that the Messiah has come. She tells about the future works of Jesus, God himself, the Lord of Lords, speaking through this faded elderly woman. Mary and Joseph are smiling again, even laughing. Simeon is laughing too and weeping. For years, people will relive this remarkable day at the temple. The joyful message comes through channels no one expected, not through the priest or the crowd favorites, but through two old, forgotten relics of good old-time religion. It comes to them simply because they have been faithful. And one more message resonates through the Nativity story that is filled with messages, the moral being that God rewards those who are faithful. The Christ child is a gift to all, to those in the past as well as the future. But to those who know him will tell you that some of the greatest joys of all are imparted to the wise, faithful servants that the rest of us overlook.